Hey everyone, it's Sherri from Travel Owner's Journey, and it's a TRJ live show, episode 46, Ask Sherri. And today we're talking about how to start running and which shoes do you get? Welcome to the show. Okay, I will say that this episode has been pre-recorded, so yeah, you're still getting the good stuff. Just I'm pre-recording it due to scheduling conflict. So, do you have a question? Ask Sherri. Drop it in the comments below, and I'll answer it for on the next show. So, yeah, let's get started here. So, I had a couple of questions that are actually very, very good. Number one is, how do I start running, and what shoes do I buy, and where do I find them? So I'm going to start with the shoe question first, and I'm going to put those two questions together as where do I find running shoes and which shoes do I buy? And that's actually a really, really good question, because think about it. Your shoes are the most important piece of gear you will own. Okay. The second is your socks. And to answer sock question right now, cotton is rotten. And if you're just starting out, you can use your cotton socks, but as wetness, moisture, cotton absorbs that. So that's a blister magnet. Cotton socks, no, you want to get wicking socks. And there's lots of good brands out there for wicking socks. Personally, I like toe socks, and they're my favorite. Toe socks are my favorite. Where do I find them? Actually, I get my toe socks from Amazon. I have a brand that I found that I really like, and I like it better than the name brands that are out there. So look for Amazon. But you can, what the thing you want for socks, wicking. And as for the height of the socks, there are no shows. Personally, I don't like no shows, but there's no shows which are just about the top of the shoe. There's also crew, mid crew, and also knee socks. And it's a matter of preference of what you like. Personally, I like a mid crew to a crew sock, and that's me. I just don't like getting junk in my shoes. So socks, wicking, cotton is rotten. Remember that, cotton is rotten. But if you're starting out, you can use your cotton socks. Just look at what you're going to get better, because that is your second most important piece of equipment, because your feet have to carry you the distance. Okay. So what shoes to buy? Well, the first thing to consider is, what are you going to be walking or running on? Because if you're going to be running on mainly sidewalk or asphalt, as in roads or paved trails, what you want to look for is a road shoe. So the difference between a road shoe and a trail shoe is, flip it upside down and look at the sole. Is the sole smooth, such as your summer tires, or does it have lugs on them and traction? So you want to look, does it have, tread that stands out? That's a trail shoe. And that, if you're going to be running, and the reason why trail shoes are built like that, it's for the steeps, it's for the slippery, it's for the terrain, actually. So if you look and you see lugs standing out, that's a trail shoe, and think traction. Okay. So if you're going to be running on road mostly, or paved trails, a road shoe is just fine. Now, can you run trail with road shoes? Yeah, you can, depending on the trail. If you don't have the steeps, and if it's not wet and slimy and slippery, you can run in road shoes. So yeah. So most of the times people are looking for, they're just going to start, they want a good, comfortable shoe. Okay. So look at where you're going to be running or walking. So the important thing, it's not the brand. It is the most important thing, and I see this in the forums all the time, is, I am doing this, what shoes should I buy? And I'm going to give you the exact answer. It's the ones that fit your feet. Yeah, it's the ones that fit your feet and are comfortable. So here are the two main things for fitting shoes. Number one, lightweight. Okay, they must be lightweight. If you pick them up and they're heavy, nope. Lightweight shoes. Now, for fitting shoes, number one, thumb width between the longest toe and the top of the shoe. Anything less than that, shoe is too small for you. Also, the width of the shoe. Think about your shoe sitting here. If it's scrunching your toes like this, it is too narrow. Okay. People say, well, you have to, size up. No, get the proper damn size in the first place. So if your feet are being scrunched a little bit like this, too narrow. Your balls of your feet need to flex with every step. So if they don't have that movement to flex, that shoe is too narrow. Okay. So you want it wide enough. You want to have it so that if you walk, the sides of your foot are not touching. Okay. I don't mean a dance party in there, but what I mean is that they can move and you're not going to have friction on the sides of your feet. That's actually a blister waiting to happen as well, too. And it's also, if your foot can't do its job, your balls of your feet can't do its job, that's an injury waiting to happen. And it may not be your feet. It could be your ankle, could be your knee, could be your hip, it could be your neck. Okay. So size, extremely important. So when you are putting on shoes is what you do is you, first of all, where to go. Okay. I'm going to insert that one right there. You want to go to a good running store and reputable running store. Do not get them online the first time. Please don't, because you don't know what brands fit you and that actually serve you. So check running stores and see if they have that you can get on the treadmill and they can look at your gait. And the reason being is that they want to see if you pronate. Now, everyone pronates to some degree. And what pronation is that your ankle rolls inward as you land. Here's the deal. Everybody pronates to some degree. So what happens in the normal gait is the foot goes outward, and as it lands, it rotates in to get onto the ball of the foot so it can push off. If you're over rotating, that's a different story. And what they look at is, do you need supporter shoes? Most of the time, people don't. What they need are ankle strengthening exercises. So get a gait analysis, and so they can look and see on the monitor, and they can show you what does your gait look like. And more often than not, it's a neutral shoe that you need. So ask to see, okay, and to be sized properly. Okay. So whatever you're size in, say, for example, I wear a 7.5 actually. And I say, I want to see 7.5 let's go with road right now. In a road shoe, I want to see all 7.5s and just bring them all out. This takes time, by the way. This is not a 5-minute job. And what you do, open up those shoes. And by the way, whatever sock you're going to be wearing, take that sock with you. If you're in pantyhose, this is not the time to be trying on running shoes. Okay. Take the sock, whatever that they have. Now, stores will have socks you can try. At least they did at one point in time, but ask if they've got a running sock you can try on with your shoes. So open up the shoes and just step into them and see, just, stand and then step at them and see how they feel. Anything that feels off, get rid of it. Seriously. If there's any rub on the ankle, get rid of it. Anything, you do not break in shoes. You really don't. Those days are over. So what it is, you go in and see which are comfortable. If they're not comfortable before you lace them, they're not going to be comfortable after. So it's a series of elimination, really. So first of all, anything that's uncomfortable, get rid of it. Anything that's too small, get rid of it. Anything that's too big, get rid of it. So you're narrowing everything down. And through this process, after you've got whatever something fits, yes, there you go from there. Another trick is to take out the insole, put your foot on it. If your foot is overflowing that insole, that shoe is not for you. Okay. Your foot, must fit within that insole. Okay. That's another trick for that. So after you've eliminated down that you've got the ones that, okay, they're possibilities. Now you lace them up. Now you lace them up and you go for a walk. Some running stores will let you go for a little run outside or like outside on the surface you're going to be running on. So you do that. So after you do that, then you can narrow it down to which fit and which feel comfortable. There you're going to look at what brands work best for you, because it doesn't matter what anyone else is wearing. And people on forums are very willing to say, oh, I wear this or I wear this. It's the best shoe ever. Yeah, it's the best shoe ever for them. May not be the best shoe ever for you. And it's you that's doing the job. So you have to get the shoes that fit for you. So from there's where you're going to find the shoes that work for you. As for the amount of cushion, that's a personal choice. So after that elimination process, you're going to find what brands work for you. Then you could go online and see where you can get them online. But do you go to the discount cheap stores or anything? No, don't do that. Please don't. Remember, your shoes are the most important thing you will buy. And get the best shoes you can at this point of time. So that's how you look at what shoes to buy. I'm not going to recommend a brand because what works for me may not work for you, but it's comfort and fit. And go to a reputable running store of where the people who are serving you are runners themselves and they know how to fit. Same thing goes with trail shoes. Fit and comfort. Number one, that is paramount on how which shoes you fit. Other things such as tread aggression or whether they're Gore-Tex or not, that's later. That's not the first thing you look for. Okay, so that covers what shoes to buy as well as where to buy shoes. Any questions that I have with that, drop them in the comments, and I do come back and look at the comments. So I will definitely answer if you have any questions from there with that one. Now, how to start running. Now, the thing is, first of all, look at where are you starting from? Are you on your feet all the time? Are you a couch potato? These are two different things. Now, for example, I have a solid background in martial arts, and that's where I started from. So I started a little further along than a person who is from the couch. However, because my feet weren't used to the amount of ground contact they were going to have, I started walking. And so should everyone else. I'm going to say that again. Is where do you start? You start by walking. And the reason being is so that your ligaments, your joint, your muscles all get conditioned. One of the big things I see is people for injuries. Number one, too much too soon. Number two, too fast too soon. Number three, too many days too much too soon. Okay, so it's distance too much too soon, too much speed too soon, and too much days in a row too soon. Start slower. And I'm going to nail one thing right here. Yeah, but if I'm walking, I'm not a runner. Oh, stop that. Stop it. Because you know what? Everybody walks at some point in time. Everyone. I don't care if it's a road race or a trail race. Everybody walks at some point in time. Okay. So when are you a real runner? You're a real runner up here first. Okay. There's the first thing. Okay. You're a runner in your mind before your body catches up. I'll repeat that again. You're a runner in your mind before your body catches up. All right. So how do you start? Start by walking. Honestly, start by walking. That will strengthen not only your feet, but also your legs and your hips. It is also getting you into your fat burning mode. And that is something that is very important, especially for those who want to lose weight. Where your fat burning is conversation pace. And if you're looking at a heart rate, is actually the nexus point between zone 1 and zone 2. It's slow. Get used to it. So if you want to go into the fat burning, it is a good brisk walk. Conversation pace. What's conversation pace? It's like I'm having a conversation with you right now. That is where you start. And just enjoy yourself. Just go out there and go. I would say if you're starting from the couch, just start for like a 20-minute walk. Don't be rushing too much too soon. And 3 times a week to start is plenty. It really is. get into the habit of going out there, getting used to your shoes, and just getting out there and going for walks. Keep repeating that. Eventually, you will add on the distance. Well, what if I want to start running? Start running downhill. If you got a little downhill, run down it. And I like to have people organically evolve rather than going to a program and somebody says so. Listen to your body. If you look and you go, I wonder if I can run to that tree. And when I say run, it's easy. It's an easy, quote unquote, jog to that next tree, or it's just making something. Oh, the mailbox is over there. I wonder if I could jog to the mailbox. Have it organically come out. It will serve your body so much better because the thing is to do this sport, not only that you can do the sport, but you're not injured. I don't know about you, but I don't like being injured. Mm-mm. And the thing is, be in this for longevity. If you see the people that are 66, I'm 60, by the way, see this doing in an age group that is 10, 20, 30 years older than you, and you go, I'd like to be them. This is how you start. You start slower, enjoy it. Take your camera, take your phone, take some pictures, enjoy your journey and document your journey. So to recap there, and if you have any questions, again, drop them in the comments below. I will answer them. So what shoes to buy? Number one, those that fit your feet and are comfortable. Thumb width, wide enough. Okay. Where to buy them is go to a reputable running store. Okay. And ask if the people who are serving you, are they runners? Because if they're runners, they should know how to fit their feet. So go to a reputable running store, try out all the brands to see which brands fit. You will hear, if you're on a forum or your friends or whatever, you'll say, oh, these are the best. These are the best. Yeah. Remember, it's the best for them, not necessarily you. Because there's brands I can't and don't wear. And even with a brand, there's certain models I can't wear. So it's fit and comfort. And go to a reputable running store. Get the best that you can afford at this period of time. Okay. Now, to start running, start slow. Start by walking. Seriously, I believe everybody should have a good walking pace. A good solid walking pace, believe me, that will carry you far. People can actually walk farther than what they can running. And guess what? I've been passed by race walkers. Yes, I have. So get a good solid walking or power hiking pace in. That will save you immensely, because there's going to come a time of where you can't walk. The terrain might demand it. The conditions of the trail might or road might demand it. And you're just too darn tired. If it's really hot outside, hot and humid, pushing it is not the answer. You need a good solid walking pace. So start by developing that good solid aerobic pace. Your bones or your ligaments, your muscles will thank you, as well as so will your fat burning. So conversation pace, just get out there and really enjoy it. So honestly, that's how you start. That's how I started. I started by being a power walker and going from and evolving up from there. It works. It really, really does. So yeah. So if you have a question, what question do you want me to answer? Drop it in the comments below and I'll answer it on next Monday's show. In the meantime, have a great week and get out there for some walk, get out there for a little bit of trot if you want to. And we'll see you next week. We'll see you next Monday. Got a comment? Drop it down below and I'll answer it on next Monday's show. Until then, have a great week, everyone.